John 1, verses 1 through 5. In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God. The same was in the beginning with God. All things were made by him, and without him was not anything made that was made. In him was life, and the life was the light of men. And the light shineth in darkness, and the darkness comprehended it not. John 1, verses 1 through 5.
Is the Mac name Morning Show? Is the Mac Man Morning Show? Is the Mac name Morning Show? Is the Mac Man Morning Show? Sitting at home when you're in your car. Is the Mac Man Morning Show? No matter if you get far. Is the Mac Man Morning Show? You better tune in quick or you might just miss. Is the Mac Man Morning Show? The best show this side of the sea. Is the Mac Man Morning Show? 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 Sitting at home when you're in your car. Is the Mac Man Morning Show? No matter if you near far. Is the Mac Man Morning Show? You better tune in quick or you might just miss. The best show this side of the sea. Is the Mac Man Morning Show? 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 Is the Mac Man Morning Show?
All righty, great day, grand rising to all of you. Excuse me. This is the MacMan Morning Show. Uh, yes, this is the MacMan Morning Show each and every weekday morning at 9 a.m. Central Standard Time. That is 10 o'clock on the East Coast, right here on Mac Media 3, Mac Media 3 Productions. Welcome to all of our wonderful listeners at WKRA 92.7 on your FM dial. They have our license until January of 2026 to WRFU 104.5 FM in Champaign, Illinois. I'd like to say hello to Mika Light, our friend up there, and to all of our listeners in Holly Springs at WKRA and to the outlining areas. Everybody that's listening, grand rising to you. This is the MacMan Morning Show. All right, listen, we have gotten word that they should have everything released from our StreamYard account on Friday. Now, let me explain what happened. They locked somehow there was some kind of misunderstanding. I don't know what it is or how they do things, but they messed up our account and they froze all of my graphics and everything, and I hadn't had chance to retrieve them. That's a real good point because from now on, I'm in control of, or I have rights to everything that I have. And so the process is that, I know what I have to do. So it'll be settled. Friday morning, we'll have our full gamut up. I will do 2 extra days of broadcasting on Saturday and Sunday going into the week on for the new week. Election day is coming up on Tuesday. I want to be up and going with everything. No later, like I said, Thursday evening, Friday night, everything should be up, and I'm going marathon in a sense, not all kind of hours, but I will be coming on live throughout the day on Saturday and Sunday as we move into this very, very important election season in this region. Why are you saying this? Because it's important that you know and that you understand that uh, elections have consequences. Elections, if you don't vote, you will not make it. I'm not telling you who to vote for, but anybody but that man that lives in the house that's white, that just so happened to be the orange man that lives in the house that just so happens to be white in DC needs to go. Him and anybody like him. There are people that are getting ready to experience some real hardship because, and if you've never been through a hard day, and what I'm saying is this, if you never knew what it was to have your children at the welfare office and you need food stamps, yes, you need the assistance. But sometimes our pride and everything gets in the way, and we know how we feel. People don't understand that you sometimes have to go to a food bank because you don't qualify for food stamps. They're taking them away, but then they're not helping working families. We live in a society today that people are out for themselves. They're doing any and everything. And my suggestion to people, for those of you that are listening to me, is to stand your ground, stand your ground, stand your ground. Why? I mean, I'm not talking about shooting folks. Stand your ground. I'm talking about, listen, folks. We've come too far as wait a minute, luxury flame. Luxury Frame 3082. Welcome to the Mac Man Morning Show. And all of you, I'm trying to make sure that we got some new people here, which is a good thing. Grand Rising to all of you, to Miss Sharon Reed. Hey, to all of you all that are listening. I can't get Brother Lee Mack into the system because it's all messed up. And that's why you don't hear him. He ain't gone anywhere. But we got to get our system in order and make sure that we broadcast effectively. I got a message from a listener that I saw on the board this morning when I woke up, and it's from some people in Jamaica that were online. We're Facebook friends, and on our Mac Media, our Mac Man Morning Show page, they're subscribers, and I don't look at it much, but then I saw the message that was sent, and they were telling us that it's really devastating what happened in Jamaica. That Category 5 storm ripped through that nation and ripped through that island like it was a blender of some kind. The reports that are coming out, I haven't gotten full details. They haven't had an opportunity to go out and really survey. But I want to give a compliment to the Prime Minister of Jamaica. This man had his business in order, if you know what I'm talking about. He had contingencies. He's got support from nations all over the world that will be coming to that nation, to that island, to help the people of Jamaica. Now, y'all know it's something else when I give a compliment to the government, but let me give you the other side of the coin. If Jamaica was not a destination where it's a tourist destination mainly, if it wasn't that destination and the investments of the people in the United States and around the world, they got hotels, resorts, and all kinds of things that are, you go to Jamaica to enjoy yourself. And he's saying that they're going to have everything up and running in a week. Now, I don't believe that, but he says that their resources, the Prime Minister of Jamaica said that they got the resources and they will be going in to do search and rescue to try to help. They live in a fragile society, and Their infrastructure is not like ours. Thank God if you got good infrastructure, but I'm praying for those of you. Y'all know how it is if you got flooding in the Delta. This is times 20. It is the storm surge alone brought so much water into that region, and it's still warm there. The waters are still warm, and according to the forecast, it has moved towards Cuba. We're all human beings. We're all God's children. No matter where you come from, Africa, you come from Europe, or wherever you came from, you're a human being. Cut you, you're going to bleed red. Guaranteed. It's going to be red. Maybe purple inside your body, but then when it hit the air, it's going to turn red. Well, let me say this here. We need to be concerned about each other. Do not, and then, they asked if the orange man had, is he going to help? And they said that the Secretary of State has been in touch with the people of Jamaica. I say the money that he's going to give, that $20 billion that he's given to Argentina and his partners down there, don't give it to them, give it to Jamaica. They're in a disaster right now. They don't have the resources or such. Give them some of that money. Break it down and give a little bit to Haiti and give a little bit to the people that are down there that are suffering. But we don't want to do that. And how can you sit back? And this is what I can't understand. I don't care whether you're Republican, Democrat, Lulu, Bulu, or whoever you are. I can't understand that how you can mention the name of God in your mouth, and yet instead of all, you hate the people that are suffering. What kind of God do you serve that tells you to hurt people and be superior over people? That's the problem that we have in this country and all over the world. We're so selfish, self-centered, and so arrogant to the point where we think that we're above God, and we're not. Your arms are too short that you look like a midget before him. You look like an ant before him. You are not going to be God. Okay? And think about this when you get to the pearly gates, all the garbage that you did to people, all the hating and the racism and the hate and the lying and the conniving and the stealing and the killing and the dope selling and everything else that you tried to do to destroy God's people, you gonna pay for it. That goes for the man in the orange makeup. He can't even put it on, slather it on. It looks so horrible. Look like somebody took something and put, if y'all know, if go with me a little bit. There goes Sharon Reed. Hey, I like to call the roll. Let me call the roll. Let me call the roll. I like to say good morning to Deacon Alvin Moore. Hey, my man, how are you? I hope you're doing good, Deacon Moore, to Apostle Anthony Reed and to Sharon Reed, the section leader of the choir. They kind of mad at me because, I've been gone for all these days. And, ain't nobody mad but the devil, but we gonna be okay. Let me say this as I continue about our brothers and sisters that are in Jamaica right now. We have there's so many things. Hey there, they go to Ashley, brother Ashley. How are you? I know who those people did. That great grand rising to you. I'm glad that y'all tuned in to the McMahon Morning Show. There go Miss Sharon Reed. Hey, good morning to you all. All right, let me get this in. So there's a great humanitarian effort that's from other countries that I know of. I hadn't heard any plans from the United States to help. I know that they will. They got warships and everything out down there. They're going to need a hospital. Their hospitals are damaged there. The infrastructure is down. There is generators in some parts on that island. But on the southern end of the island is where the major damage has been done. A category 5, think about Katrina, everybody. You know what happened in Katrina down there on the Gulf Coast. What happened? Let's times 2, because there's no barriers. There's no, the infrastructure is not made for a storm of that magnitude. And they say this is the worst storm since they started recording in that region. So they're going to need help. They're going to need more than prayers. They're going to need some equipment. They're going to need to get back on their feet. And if we as people, this is why God gonna whoop America and the world and all of the folks that's doing what they're doing. They're screaming and hollering. Y'all go with me on this. We give to everybody. I'm talking to the preachers too and all those folks in the church. Y'all, we give all our seeds, not to the pastors that doing great. Hello to Pastor Orr and hello to Pastor Brenda Anderson. I'm not talking about those that I know that are doing right and that are trying to help. Miss Brenda Anderson, Pastor Anderson, is out there trying to get people and encourage people to get off your behind and vote, and got people together to say, hey, we got to make a difference. So if you see Pastor Anderson, them out there in the North Mississippi area, you wave to them, you give them some water or something. You look out for the folks out there, because Diane Black, you're going to be the next state senator of the state of Mississippi from District 19. Brother Reginald Jackson, you're going to hang in there in District 11. We're trying our best to see. You need people in there that when things come up and go. And this is involving what I'm talking about. When you have disasters, when you have circumstances and situations that are going on and that are happening, you got to have somebody in government that you can be able to go to and tell what's going on and get some results. We don't have that in this region, nor in the state of Mississippi. It's very few people that are doing something for the people. But yet and still in all, and it's not just black people. Let's get that off the mark. See, we got to stop. I know I get mad sometime and I say cracker and all that other stuff, because some people, y'all forgive me, but for my audience that don't look like me, I'm not racist. I'm just me. And I ain't got to make no excuses. If you listen to me over some time, you know how I am. I'm tired of people mistreating each other. I'm tired of us getting the short end of the stick. I'm tired of people that got to struggle and scrape in the richest country in the world. We still scratching and scraping. Hey to the bushes, everybody that's but that's the unseen audience, all y'all that's there. And we're sitting back and we're arguing about little bitty old things, yet and still in all, our world is coming apart. Is there hope? Yeah, there's hope. Yeah, I'm not here just to spread the news like that, though. But you think about this. People are suffering right now. As you woke up this morning and went and made you some coffee. If you didn't make you none, I did. A little bit. Is the cup almost empty? I forgot to fill it. We eating breakfast and going and living our best lives. There are people down in Jamaica and in the area that are begging for people to come and help them. And they can't come because they got to clear the airports. They got to get the relief supplies in. So, count it all joy that it is not you. And because it's not you, you should be able to help and support. If nothing else, pray for the people. Can you get a prayer through? Let's talk about that just a little bit here. You may not have any money, but you can pray. You can trust God. You may not have resources, but you can help your neighbor. Help the elders, do something. Make it a day of service, even though it's raining, it's gloomy. Y'all know it gets like this around Halloween and everything. We get, the pickings is going to be short for Halloween. I'm going to say something about that in a little bit. I'm doing just a little commentary before I give you a couple of more news stories. And I'm not going to keep you because, like I said, until Friday, we won't be able to play anything until our equipment and our account with these people are settled. But I'd like to say hello to those wonderful executives at StreamYard that did this whammy to us. Sir, no matter what you do, no matter what you all do, the message from the McMahon Morning Show will get out. I already got provisions of another streaming service that I'm looking at, and I got to get my stuff released, and we're going to get everything we got, we're getting it released. You're not going to hold me hostage, and I'm not mainstream news. I'm an independent broadcaster. So that's why I ask you for your support. That's why I ask you to support the McMahon Morning Show and Mac Media Productions, because if I go to work for you, you can help us too. If I can do the grunge work and put the stuff out there, like I told a recent client that I had, and I don't think that they got their marbles together. This is a business. That doesn't mean that I don't take care of my client. If people ask me to do something or to research something, it costs to copy. It costs the producers to put things together. I don't mind doing. Trust me, I don't. But understand this. Help me too, to help you. Put some skin in the game. A donation is not going. I depend on the donations and the kindness of people that I work for, not to beg and plead or got my hands out like I'm not going, like I'm a beggar or something. I am a professional. But because of that, I can give you the service that you asked me to give. And if I do give you the service that you asked for, pay me. Okay, that's why I got a contract with some, under certain circumstances. If we got a contract, you're going to either honor it, I'm going to sue you. Plain and simple. And I think you can. If I did the work, you're going to pay me. And what I mean by that is there's special projects that I have, and people ask me to do certain things with Mac Media 3. That means you've hired my company to complete a task. Now, if I complete the task and you sitting there and you looking funny at me when I come for my payment, well, we got to. That's why you always, business people, I hope you're listening to the Mac Man this morning. Get a contract, get it on paper when you're doing things outrageous for folk, and they got you doing things. Now, I got some friends I want to tell you about. There's a brother by the name of Mr. Kevin Ashley. And Brother Ashley, I'm thinking about you. I'm praying for you. We're working on your situation and your wonderful family and your wonderful wife. We're working on some things. And then there's a person that we're assisting that you don't need to know about. They don't want to reveal not their identity. They don't have to. They ain't got to tell you what they're doing. They just need to talk to me. And we're going to put it out there. We're going to advocate for those that have been mistreated by the justice system. We're going to advocate for free and open voting. I can't tell you who to vote for, but people get some. I'm going to bring some people. They're going to tell you the people that we have in the offices in Jackson and in Washington, D.C. Are not capable of doing the job for us. We're in day 28 almost of the government being shut down. There's going to be some serious problems when people are not receiving their benefit. Don't you? I guess, see, this is so cruel. You create the holidays, Christmas, Mother's Day, hoodoo, Thanksgiving, and then children and families want to get together and have a decent, at least to have a meal together, and they don't have the resources in the richest country in the world. All that bragging that the man that looks orange with the orange ugly makeup on, he's horrible. You can tell he's the devil because look at his face. His hands is messed up. His ankles are swollen. He's just nothing but a glutton, fat glutton eating hamburger and all that old stuff. And probably got the gout and everything else and can't move around. And you got the nerve, Mr. Man, to be mad at folks. You blowing up ships. You starving people over in other countries. And you call that God bless America? How you going to say we're God's country and you treating God's people wrong? We got people in Washington that say, we don't care. We're going to go along with what this fool says and the world be damned. And that's what they're saying. You better stand. It's survival mode, folks. You better know how to survive during these times. And we're going to help you do that. Because while we're doing what we're doing for the election, I'm going to be bringing in people next week and here on. We're going to be bringing in people that are going to help you to hopefully help you to see if you can navigate through some of this stuff. Grand rising to Brother Jesse Jackson Jr., who's getting ready to be the congressman of the 2nd Congressional District. God bless you and your family. God bless you, Reverend Jackson of Rainbow Push. God bless you. He has health challenges, but Jesse's still on the wall. It ain't no time for dying. It ain't no time for, we got to, I'm not saying that's what's happening. Ain't no time for us to be dragging. We need all of our heroes. We need all of our sheroes. We need all of our people that are our mentors and the people that give us strength. Those people that encourage us, those people that broadcast and do what we do here. That give credit to where it's due and appreciate the people that are out there trying to help and trying to make this world a better place. Don't y'all agree? I'm sure you do. Now, okay, let's talk a little bit about the government shutdown. As of today, it is the 28th. It would be officially the 28th or 28th day of the government shutdown. This man is doing this on purpose. Okay, he's trying to create enough madness to go around to declare martial law. All right, there, Kevin and Samantha. And my whole thing is that I can't understand to save my life. Why is this government treating its citizens like it's treating them? You not a Democrat, I'm going to send the army up to your city and I'm going to send the National Guard to harass your people. Brothers and sisters, ladies and gentlemen, y'all know that that fool is crazy. And the people that's following him is crazy too. I know there's a lot of voter remorse. Excuse me. I know that there's a lot of voter remorse. I know that there's a lot of bamboozling going on, all these so crazy foolishness that's happening in our country. I never seen it like this. I know we have differences because of the way that some people were raised and some people were, how we were raised and things like that. But this is 2025, and we still got people that are innocent that's sitting in these prisons, sitting in jail, sitting incarcerated. No, just like Tyron Dixon, football player coming over from Finland here, get arrested for nothing, lied on for nothing, almost destroyed his career. So his mama reached out to me. Mr. Mack was such and so and this and that and the other. But then because you reached out to me, remember this, we have an agreement. You hired me. So I got to do the job. So I'm working on things. So in order for me to get what I need and do what I need to do, I got to go to work. If you ask me to help you, I'm going to do my very best. But then don't ask me and not at least try to help. Now, if you don't have, that's your business. I don't know what you got in your pocket. That's not my business. But you say, man, at least the man picked the phone up. Man, the man is working on things. Show your appreciation. Why did I put this up here on the screen and everybody in here is looking at it? If your kid got cash app, use your daughters, your sons, or somebody. I need your assistance. The people that listen to the McMahon Morning Show supports the McMahon Morning Show. There are other people. There are people, my loved ones, people that try to help, but they can't carry it. I got to be able to do. If what I'm doing cannot self-sustain itself, that means that I got to figure out something else. It's going to stand. Mac Media is not going anywhere. I'm going to. This is my baby. He gave it to me. God gave it to me, and I'm going to stick with it. I'm not quitting. As long as I got a voice and can speak, I will get to the mic. As long as I got something to talk with, I'm going to talk. And I want you to stick with me. I may not be the most popular program around. I may not be the world's leader in news or whatever, but I tell you something, I'm going to be in the number. Somebody's listening. Grand Rising, great day. I'd like to take this time also before we go any further. It's right now 28 minutes after the hour of 9 o'clock Central Time. My brothers and sisters, I wanted to give my condolences and my love to the family of Apostle Pastor Steve Jones, my dear friend, my dear brother, cousin Stevie, passed away last Sunday. And to Sister Beverly, the first lady of that great church, and Beverly and Steve and I and Bishop Larry Trotter, Marvin Yancey, Daryl Yancey, Carl Guyton. I can call the roll of everybody that we were friends. We young men. I was the youngest of the group. I think I was 18, 19, something like that when I first met Brother Steve Jones. Steve Jones, Pastor Apostle Steve Jones, was a down-to-earth, never let his position go to his head type of a person. He was a real cat. He was my real brother. Good morning, Jessica, our executive producer. I wanted to say to Beverly that, we go way back to the Fountain of Life days. I was at Greater New Mount Eagle and Sweet Holy Spirit Church, and they were and we just were good, tight friends, And Stevie's memory will be. They're having a service this week. I'm unable to go, but I know that they're going to stream it. And Sister Beverly, I know you're listening. You know, the James, your brother James here. God bless you. I love you. God bless you. And you just hang on to your wonderful children and your wonderful family. I know that you lost your father, and his legacy will go forward. That's what we're here for, folks. It's the little bitty things that mean that we need each other. We need each other. People are suffering, folks, and even have to suffer. We don't have to suffer, but we're suffering. But we're going to make it, though. We're going to make it through. Let me go back to what I was saying. In the United States, we have the largest uh, incarceration. Uh, we got a lot of people in jail. Now, I'm not the judge. I don't know what you've done. I don't know why folks are there, but I'm talking about the people that's getting the shaft from the attorney generals and all these sheriffs in these towns and these crooked police, since they think that they have carte blanche, that the Department of Justice is not going to prosecute them if they whoop on you or lie on you, and they think that there are not any kind of repercussions behind it. But let me tell you something, people power will beat evil every day. You saw how they were out there for the No Kings Day. That was nothing. Those same energy that you got, hit to the voting booth and vote these jokers. I wouldn't vote for a Republican, MAGA, or whatever they call themselves. I don't care who they are. They could be offering anything. I don't care. I don't like evil. And our country has turned evil. How are you going to turn on the people that been here side by side, worked for this country? I got to say this. My ancestors worked and made this country rich. Now, a lot of people get mad. Those of you all that you know you're my friends and you're close to me, I'm not a racist. I don't talk race. Ain't no race. It's black people that I don't care for, that there's some heathens and there's some Stevens, not like cousin Steve. But then, from Django, they always got an accomplice. Always got him a black accomplice to go along with Dr. Jekyll and the evil monsters that we got out. That's the racist folk. We always got some folks that turn on their own. We human beings. You, my brother, if you white or black, if you believe and you kind or whatever the case may be, you ain't did me no harm. You my brother. We all come. It's only one race. It's the human race. We just got a little few different colors and shades. You know, I make it went in the toaster a little bit longer than some, but that's all right. I'm still a human being. I'm still a person, and we're all human beings, and we're all persons. This also this what is this? With the shutdown, there are going to be delays in not just food stamps. Now, people harp on that because they making jokes, Oh, the black people's is on food stamp. Let me explain something to you. There are millions of people of many different shades and colors that get assistance. I have a 93-year-old mother that depends on her benefits, meaning her Medicaid and she worked all her life. She deserves it. Why y'all messing with my mama's stuff? Or people that are out there that got children that got to go to the doctor, or you got an illness, you don't have the money. Getting sick will break you. You will go broke getting sick. Have anybody seen the medication prices that they have? You ain't seen nothing yet. Let them not get the ADA or get the they call it Obamacare to make the racists mad. We got to get rid of Obamacare. Do you know what it is? Have you read? That's why I tell people when you do work with me and stuff like, read. If you don't understand, go get somebody that understands. Read and see what they're doing. We warned people last year that Project 2025 was real, and they laughed at me. Man, you a conspiracy theorist. Oh, you sound like them old crackpot peoples that's out there. I am a broadcast journalist, reporter. electronic, that is. I'm not a print reporter. I know what I was talking. I read it. 925 pages of garbage, but they implementing it. The next step is what he's doing in the cities by bringing these people in is I'm going to cause the atmosphere so that I can get back in again. Now, brothers and sisters, ladies and gentlemen, if that means that he can run again, we'll run President Obama again. So I guarantee you he'll lose. Y'all better be careful what you doing. Now he know he ain't gonna win another election, period. He know it. And his partners know it. That's why they're doing what they do. People, if you're eligible to vote, register and vote. We got to keep these people held to accountability. If you don't, they'll do what they want to do. I can't stand anybody that forgets where they come from. I was harping on the Democratic Party yesterday. I got some more harping to do. This is commentary, news commentary. As you all know, that there are going to be state elections for state office holders, senators, and representatives. Hey there, Representative Crosby. How are you, sir? That's my friend. Representative Crosby, forgive me for not having everything on. And Diane Black, Senator Diane Black, and the Senator Reginald Jackson. Y'all forgive me for not having your stuff up, but I guarantee you Friday morning it'll be up and we rolling. These are people that we need people. And if you feel that you can do something, get off your behind and run. Run. Get involved in your community. Know your neighbors. Help your neighbors. If you see somebody struggling, your neighbor, you live right next door to your neighbor. You know they struggling. Not only pray for them, camp some groceries. Drop a little something. It's the little bitty things that we do, folks. The little bitty things that we do. These kids, they need to have free lunch in the school. All this is being shut down. Shut down. A kid shouldn't have to pay for lunch anyway or breakfast. A kid, richest country, we charging kids for breakfast. I wouldn't care if you had $1 million. Feed these children. Where's the compassion? Christmas is coming. This is why I don't celebrate too much. Now I celebrate the birth of Christ. I'm waiting for them to get back and come and get us because these people down here is kind of nuts. I mean, something wrong with them. But now Christmas is coming. The McMahon I was going to have our toy drive. The Ida McRae Christmas toy drive, named after my mother. And we got to help these people. We got to help. It's going to be rough. If you don't think it's going to be rough, folks, you'll come back and say, he sure said it. I'm not a prophet. I'm just telling you what's right before your face. This man is going all out to get everything he can get before he's thrown out of there. They should have locked him up before he even got elected, but they trying to do it the right way. Well, sometimes you got to be a radical in order to get some things done. Welcome to everyone that's here. This is the McMahon Morning Show. I'm going to take a brief break. Y'all just hang on 1 second. I'm going to be gone for about 30 seconds. We'll be back. Unfortunately, like I said, we don't have our supporters that support us. Hey, Pam Z of Candle Dessert Lounge, Meredith Hammer, who's going to be the judge of the 17th Circuit in Cook County, the sub-circuit in Cook County, to Kiana Belcher. I talked to the trustee who's getting ready to be the commissioner up there in Cook County. We're going to talk and everything. To all of you that have reached out and have help, listen, the McMahon Morning Show needs you. And listen, let me say this. I'm just going to say this. Isn't it funny? We support what we like when we want to. Now, if it was a concert or they giving Beyonce tickets away, we pay that $1,000, $700 for 20 minutes of garbage. And it wasn't even worth you done got your outfit on and everything, and y'all primping and styling and going to the concert, listen for about 45 minutes, and you paid that person all that money for sitting there what you could have put in the tape deck or something. Let me say this, and I'm saying it like this. Whatever your gift is, great or small, God, and there's no such thing as small. I will, your donations are welcome and they're graciously appreciated. Go to Mac Media 3 on your Cash App and send a donation to us so that we can continue to do the fight that we have. If you have a business or if you have a service that you have, allow Mac Media 3 and allow the Mac Man Morning Show to advertise your business. You never know who's listening on the Mac Man Morning Show. It is 9:40 in the AM in the Central Time Zone. We'll be right back, folks, after this brief intermission. I'll be right back in about 30 seconds.
It's the Mac Man Morning Show. 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 Sitting at home when you're in your car. It's the Mac Man Morning Show. No matter if you get far. It's the Mac Man Morning Show. You better tune in quick or you might just miss.
All right, we're back on the Mac Man Morning Show. It is 9:42 in the AM. Thank you for allowing me to just step away for a second. Forgive me, y'all. It's kind of unorthodox what I'm doing, but we're still moving forward. Listen, Mac Man After Dark is getting ready to premiere. We have a wonderful lineup that we're having. I was going to do something different, but there's a legal matter about the person that we were going to bring on, and we have to get that situation taken care of before we bring this person on for that show. But then I want you to be aware. I want to tell you about this right quick. There's a lot of injustice that's going on, and if those of you, you don't have to tell me if you had somebody that is incarcerated or charged with, and they didn't do it. They didn't do it. And the lies and the garbage. We're exposing the practices of these municipalities and counties that are really just doing people in. Now, they know that this is the effect that the Mac Man Morning Show has, whether you know it or not. You have to be able to ask the right questions. That's why I said, I'm a real journalist. Second, when you do ask for the info, it's a way to ask for it. There are laws that the government must honor, and that's the Freedom of Information Act. All municipalities, states, even the federal government have a system of law that if you want public records, you as the public, you paying for it, you deserve it. A lot of times you get the runaround and all of that garbage that they talking because people don't know how to ask the right questions. That's where the Mac Man comes in. I have a guest that's going to be coming on, several guests, two in particular. One I can't tell you about right now, but one that I can. Brother Kevin Ashley and his wonderful wife, Samantha, and their wonderful family reached out to me. Somehow, I don't know. I think somebody heard me talking crazy or something. Say, call that man. He's the one. I mean, I'm just joking. But the Ashley family called me, got in touch with me. And when Mrs. Ashley explained what was going on, I couldn't resist but to take it on. And we're going to talk about the misjustice and the non-justice or the lack thereof in these places. Don't you know that these officers and these sheriffs that they got in there. Some can't even read, write, or anything else. They just bubble. And I hate to use the word, what they call them, bubbles and stuff. But that's okay. I ain't got no problem with that. But they don't know the procedures, that there are laws and procedures that they got to honor. When they violate them, that's when you go get them. When you give them notice, that's when you go get them. Okay, so it's going to be an interesting uh, few weeks that's coming up. The new Magman Morning Show season will kick off as soon as we get everything situated. I'm not waiting. There's nothing. We're getting together, get the graphics and everything together, and we're going full fledged new season. I feel so handicapped without I ain't got no pictures, no nothing, no commercial, but I'm going on. I'll be on camera. We're coming out. I got to do it every morning. You'll see me and my wonderful face every day. Y'all don't say nothing. Don't say the wrong thing. Oh, Miss Ashley, don't worry about it. I got you and Kevin. Y'all gonna be good. And Jessica, that's our executive producer. I'm going to get with her and we're going to work out the things that we need to work out. Sharon Reed, how are you? God bless you again, sister, for what you've done. You and the wonderful, you and your wonderful family. We want to thank you. Happy anniversary, Bishop Larry Trotter. 50 years of ministering and pastoring. We just happy to just say hi. I say hi to all my folks now. To the next U.S. Senator from the state of Mississippi, Miss Priscilla Williams Teal. Hey, Miss Priscilla, how are you, Senator Teal? We are going to be having her back on. She came on, but we're going to have her back on. We're getting ready, Miss Meredith Hammer, to have phase 2 of what we're getting ready to do for you. How you doing? It's good to see all of you all. That Miss Sherry Britton, how are you? Hatchet Britton, that's my dear friend over there in Dalton, up there at the Dalton Fire Department. We thank you. She's an administrator there. It's wonderful. I got a Class A uniform like she a chief or something. Well, she is administration, but we're grateful to have the relationships that we have. St. Patrick's. Tiffany Kamar and her wonderful husband. Hello there, brother Kamar of St. Patrick's. We'll be talking real soon. There's a project that I'm working on with Mr. Kamar. He's going to help me to do this, and I'm going to Hermine Hartman, Indiglow, and the Indiglow program that's on NBC5. Miss Hermine Hartman and her wonderful show. It comes on right after Saturday Night Live, NBC5 Chicago. You can get it on YouTube, or she will stream her show. It can be streamed on all of the major platforms. You can get Miss Hermine Hartman's Indiglow program. I mean, you're talking about great and a great resource, a great person. She's a wonderful person, taught me many things. She was one of the first persons to encourage me to go to Columbia College in Chicago to learn broadcasting way back. She said, you really want to do this? She said, go to Columbia. What? She said, let me tell you how to get in. So she helped me out and talked to some people. Thank you to Miss Katie Worley, who was my guidance counselor way back in high school. And Miss Worley and Miss Hartman kind of knew each other. And she said, you want to go to Columbia? I said, yeah, I ain't got no money. My mama ain't got no money. And we can't go to no big university. I ain't got the grade point average to get no scholarship, they said. See, just because you don't make those grades don't mean that you're not intelligent and that you're not smart. And a lot of people kind of, they'll say you're in special ed and this and that and the other. And it might not be the case. We're unique people. I didn't know about dyslexia until I saw the Cosby Show, and a lot of people had dyslexia, and we called them stupid and dumb and everything. That's some terrible word. Oh, you're a dummy. You stupid. You this and that. You don't know nothing. You just dumb. This and that. No, that may not be the case. And once they found out that Theo had dyslexia and treated it, he was school teacher and college professor and everything. He became everything. So we all have some things. Don't let anything hold you back. We're family. We're all in this together. We're brothers and sisters together. Okay? Ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters, this is the Magman Morning Show that belongs to the people. And that's my job, is to help as many people as I can. I'm not here to be famous. I'm not here to have no entourage. I'm not all these other talk show hosts and morning show hosts. My mentor was Tom Joyner. I worked as an intern at WJPC, that's Johnson Publishing Company, Ebony and Jet radio station in Chicago when I was in school. And I was assigned to Mr. Joyner. I was the intern, so I was the flunky. You go get the coffee, the bourbon, you go take this envelope downstairs to the old lady or whatever. I did the grunge work. But then what I learned in that station was I learned the business. I learned broadcasting firsthand from some of the best, LaDonna Tittle, BBB Banana, and all of them folks over there, Tom Joyner. I then went to WBMX over there, uh, uh, at WBMX. I've worked a little bit with the late, great Herb Kent from WVON, who came to V103, which is WBMX, Oak Park, over there in Oak Park. Its transmitter was over there. And I work with a lot of people. I've been blessed. So that's why I say that what I bring to the McMahon Morning Show is it's going to fill in where media is not there. I'm independent. Nobody owns me. People subscribe, and that you can if you want to. Please like and subscribe. I'm not a hustler or anything like that. I'm not somebody that's begging you or anything like that. But if the McMahon Morning Show is interesting to you, please support us today. And your gifts are welcome and graciously appreciated. I thank all of you for being here with us on today. Handicap as I may be, it's not going to be for long. And I want you to understand and to realize this, folks, as we get ready to. I'm not going to prolong. Usually we go an extra half an hour. I'm not going to do that today until we get our equipment back up and going. I want to say this. We're living in a time that a lot of people don't understand, even myself. We got ups, downs, we have ins and outs, but don't lose faith. The power, believe it or not, is within us. Our vote, our confidence, the love that we have for our families, for our friends, for our neighbors. We need to stick together. And you're going to see a difference here on this show as we continue to do what we do. A lot of people say that we wouldn't even make it past the first week. We've been here almost 2 years. They said that you such and so and such and so. They kept talking about us. I said, that's fine. I'm doing what my pastor, what I heard. I heard a sermon, and it was about the goat in the hole. So I'm the goat. I'm the goat, the great. I'm not the greatest of all time, but the goat was in the hole, and the man couldn't get the goat up. Stuck a rope down there, dang on there, choked the goat, killed the goat almost. But he said, I can't choke it. I can't wrap it around it. It's too heavy, this and that. He said, well, I'm just going to have to bury it. And I can't get it out. It might well die. It's going to die down there anyway. So as the owner of the goat threw the dirt down in the hole, all the little goat would do is shake it off and keep stomping. Shake it off, keep stomping. And eventually they said, man, I got to dig this hole and put him in there. I got to fill it up. It don't look like it. And as he stepped on the dirt as it was coming out, he lifted himself and was rescued the same way with us. They may be throwing dirt on you. Lies, false charges, bad business practices, lying, conniving, cheating, all kinds of things, racism, they doing all kinds of things. That's the dirt. Shake the dirt off, folks. Stump it under your feet and rise above it. This is the McMahon Morning Show each and every weekday morning at 9 a.m. Central Standard Time. That's 10 o'clock on the East Coast. We're here on Mac Media 3, Mac Media 3 Productions. We're on WKRA 92.3, 97. They go kill me. In Holly Springs, Mississippi, and also WRFU. That's 104.5 FM in Champaign, Urbana. Thank all of you for listening to us. As we get ready to wrap up this part of our broadcast, I want you to continue to keep us lifted up. We will be okay. Friday, full fledged. We going full fledged. But right now, we have to deal with the situation that's at hand, and we'll be okay. Come Friday morning, it's going to be all right. I ain't going anywhere. This is the McMahon Morning Show. We're getting ready to get out of here, but I want you to know that think about us if you can, and give us your support. We're going to have our phone lines are going to be up soon, so just hang in there. We're just getting ready to get the groove going, and it took us a little time, but don't give up hope. Keep us in your prayers and your thoughts. Send us a donation or two if you can. But we're not begging, we're not pleading, but we just thank you for just giving us the time to come to you on today. And in your day, do something nice for somebody. But remember this affirmation that I have each and every day. You don't have to be jealous of nobody, because you know what? When God gets through blessing them, he's got more than enough to bless you. We'll be back here on tomorrow morning on the McMahon Morning Show. It's 9:56 a.m. right now in the Central Time Zone. We'll be out of here, and bless all of you. Y'all have a great day. This is James Mack, and I'll be back on tomorrow. Y'all have a wonderful day. Stay dry.
So